Hi guys, this is Vishal here from Trapcode. So in this video we will understand how to create a full-fledged project in Trapcode using AI. So you just have to give commands and it will just build everything for you from scratch, right? So let's see how that can be done. So I'll create project. I'll click the button to create a project, and here we are seeing three options. One is where you create a blank project. Here you create a project from some existing project. You want to clone certain template, and this is where you basically build a project using just a prompt, just command line. Okay, so I click start. So name of the project, I can give any name. So now it is asking me that what exactly I want to build, and maybe some description. So this is the actual prompt, right? So I'll say, right, so I have given some prompt. So right, so this is some basic description of the project which I have given, and I'll say generate. So what it will do, it will generate all the collections for me, all the roles for me, all the schema for me. Let's see. Okay. So now it has suggested that these are the collections which should be there in the this particular application. So one is projects. Project has a name, description, start date, end date, status, right? Task, which are task name, description, assigned to, due date, you want to change some field, and this is a reference. So basically a task belongs to a project, so this it is automatically identified. Some roles in the system, some users which will get created, and organization. So this is a multi-tenant application, so there's the organization has many projects, and each project has many tasks. So this is a schema which it has created, and you can change. So let's say I want to change the name from projects to some L collection. I can go and change it. Okay, for now let's just keep default. Okay, you want to change the name, let's say instead of project name I want to call it name, and then status, you want to change it, I think it will call project status. Static option, start date, end date. Okay, so this is how to do, and then either you create each collection like creating a collection so that it will start creating those collections for you, or you can just say create collections and continue. So it will create all these collections, create all this schema for you, and then continue. So the collections got created. Now it is asking what all roles you have. So we have a project manager, we have a developer, we have QA tester, and business analyst. So let's say I need one more role, supervisor, let's say. Okay, and then I'll say create roles and continue. So it will create 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 roles for me. Okay, so now it is asking, do you have any specific layout which you want to use? So either if I have some Figma layout, I can use that, or if I have some images, let's say how I want my dashboard, my pages to look like, so I can give some reference so that it build all the pages using that reference. If not, I can just continue. I'll say, okay, for now I don't have any design, let's start from scratch. So it suggests some design for you that, okay, we have all these ready options, which one would you like to use? So let's say I want my project to look like something like this. I'll just say click and add. Okay, so now it is also identifying that what all pages needs to be created. Okay, these are some default pages. I'll just, so you can, if you want specific pages that you want a project, a specific page, maybe a task specific page, so you can do that, otherwise just skip. Okay, continue. So now you have seen that it has installed the login plugin, installed the multi-tenant plugin, roles created, tenant created, other collections created, and all these. Here are some sample users. So we had like 7 roles, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 7 different users also created, right? And this is where my application is running. Okay, this is the preview environment, this is the live environment. So this is how it is, right? So now let's go and check the project. Okay, so I'll go continue building. Let's see what it has done. Okay, so very first thing, tenant admin, which is a tenant project manager dashboard. So the very first role was project manager, right? So it has created a dashboard for project manager. So, and you see this layout is actually coming from the theme which we selected, right? And it has header and sidebar also, but that is coming from snippets which we'll see in a moment. So this is a project manager dashboard, then this is a developer dashboard, right? And so a couple of dashboards. Then we have project details page. So basically, details page for project, which has the status of the project and all those things. And we'll also run it in detail. So projects, right? Then task. So some of these are static and some of these are dynamic things. So we'll see. This is the task detail page, and it has created roles for each pages. Oh, sorry, it has created pages for each roles, right? So that each role has its own dashboard, its own pages, and all those things, right? Now, so these are different pages. So let's say if I want to create a new task, I think there should be a page to maybe. Okay, if so QA, let's say want to add project, they want to add task, so it has pages for them also. So basically all the functionality which you need to run this application is there. If you go to collection, so it has tenant collection, role, user, and the projects and task collection. If you go and see the fields, it has all the fields which initially is suggested, right? So if you go to the configuration, you see this is a auto generated field and these are the fields which it has generated from AI, right? And as of now there is no data. But again, if you want to generate data, we have this option, generate data using AI. So you choose the AI model, you need to do some configuration, put the AI key and it generate dummy data for you also, right? You need to put your own AI key, which is either Gemini, OpenAI, Claude, DeepSeek, all those things, right? So we have a different video for that. So now let's see other things. So collections are fine, snippets. Now it has created layouts. So layouts are basically a page skeleton, basically, so that you don't have to do it again and again. I think we have a video, a dedicated video where we have shown you how to create layouts so that each person has its own layout. And when the pages gets created, so let's say I'm creating a sidebar, I'm creating a dashboard page, I'm creating a create page. So it brings the layout, brings the left menu, the top bar, sidebar, footer, all these things, and the whatever pages you are creating gets added here in the page placeholder, right? So this way you don't have to create those left menu, top bar again and again, and at the same time if you do the changes at one place, the changes get reflected everywhere. So it has created page layout for all of them. So this will show in a moment, and it has created all the events. Can you say save task, create task, update task, create project, all these things. Right, now let's go and run this project. So I'll just publish the changes and let's go and see. So let me go back to the users which got created so that I know. Go to the users. So now we are running this project in a preview environment. So these are the users. So let's log in from project manager. Okay. So I'll say login. All this is auto generated, right? I'll say login. So this is a project manager dashboard. Some of this data is static because we don't know, but if you want to make it dynamic, you can just go and change it, right? So let's say here project manager dashboard, right? And you can edit it, change. Let's say I don't need these images. This does not look good to me, and I'll just say maybe if I want to bring some dynamic value, I can just go and change, get content from logged in user. Let's say I want to display the name of the person, which is the username, and I publish the changes. So Drapcode understands all this code, and then you can basically just edit them, change them using drag and drop interface, right? So here we're just displaying the person who's logged in, so the data is also dynamic, right? So now let's go to projects. So here all this is left menu, top bar, everything auto created, and then I can add project, form the project, and this form is again auto generated, all the fields which we created while onboarding, right? Let's just submit. So the project got created. So if I go to the projects, the project is here, my project, right? Let's say I don't like this UI, let's say, so I can go and change this. So I can go to my app settings. So this option is all there. It's not that UI is final. So this is a layer which we have added. So let's say I want to change it. So I can go to global theme. So as of now, this is the theme which is working, which is sketchy. Maybe I don't like it, so I'll just change it to United and then I update. Right. Now let's publish the changes. The whole look and feel of the project will change. Even let's say later you introduce Figma, so we have this Figma option also, import from Figma, and then it will, the whole look and feel of the project application will change to that UI. Right. So now let's go back and reload. So now it has taken the UI which we have selected from here, global theme, right? So this is the one, right? You see primary button, orange, success and all. So here the same button, right? So the projects, the tasks. So let's say now I want to add a task, right? And I think we have project details page also. So if I go to the project, I can go to project details page. So this is the project which we just created. Let's say add one more project. Now if I go and create a task, I will be able to see both the project, right? So it is dynamically linked also. And you can also show a task specific to a project. So project 2, right? And then yeah, basic error. Now let's log out and log in from some other role. QA also same thing. They have their own dashboard, they have their own projects, they have their tasks, and since they are part of the same team, so they will also see the projects which were added, right? So I can see these projects, right? Although I'm logged in from different role, right? And then you can later customize that what exactly you want to show this person. You want to change some filters, and you want to maybe add few more pages. You can create new pages using AI. So we have all those support which we'll cover in later video, but this videos gives you a very good understanding that how you can basically build a full-fledged application by just command. So it builds all the pages for you, it builds all the collections for you, it builds all the events for you, it links them, generates all the roles, create dashboards, pages for each role. So you have one like a full-fledged application working for you with just a couple of clicks, right? After that you can modify it that how exactly you want. It may not be 100% what you need, but it helps you go from 0 to let's say 50-60% there, and then remaining 30-40% you can modify as per your use case, so that you don't have to start or build everything from scratch. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you again in the next video. Bye bye.